First of all, I'll say that the older we get, the more we deal with our memories. And we have got some wonderful memories of Centerpoint Baptist Church. In 1950, we moved to Centerpoint to make our home. At the same time, we found our church the first week or the second week that we was in Centerpoint. And I can say that the memory that stands out is a little white frame church across the street, because there was a foundation of what we are today. And we hadn't just started growing with God, we started back then, and we'll continue to the end.
And then later on we built a little rock building. Some of you might remember that because it was here a long time, and I helped build it. My daddy laid the rocks for it, and I used to bring the rocks and cement to him for him to put them up. And he could lay them faster than I could bring them. He could really lay those rocks. But I know back when I was a kid, well, I used to come out every Sunday morning and sweep out that little auditorium. I guess you'd call me the janitor, because it didn't take long to clean it up. And I know Uncle Rob Franklin. He was one of the members, one of the charter members. And my daddy also was a charter member. And I'd go out there to clean that up, and Uncle Rob Franklin would be there at the altar on his knees, and he'd pray, and he'd pray, and he'd pray, and he'd pray some of the best prayers I ever heard by himself, just sitting right there before Sunday school started. And so I'd wait till he got through, and then after he left, well, I'd clean up the church. But that was a great impression on me of how he used to come out and pray for this church. And I've heard him pray so much for the Lord, you know, to lead us and let it grow, grow, and grow. And we have grown. We have grown through the years.
All of my family was saved, and all 6 of us baptized at the same time in that church that burned here, that was on the corner, right here. And we were members since 1954.
I know that God planted this church here on this corner years before I came to Centerpoint. And every generation has nourished it, and God's made it grow. And I'm so glad to be a member of this church.
I can say that every building program that we've been in has been greater than the one before. We've been able to reach more people, and we've always wanted the very best for God, where we could meet more people.
But I remember this church growing and building again, and people trying to do everything they could to try to keep the contractors and all satisfied with enough money to keep them going, because they didn't have the money to do it with. They had to have bonds. People bought bonds. I bought some myself. Everybody here did that could.
We want to all stick together and keep this church built up too, because this is a lighthouse of this community. And we want to see the church up there grow. So we all got to be in one accord and line up and do the best we can. And I just want to say again that I am thankful that I'm a member of First Baptist Church, Centerpoint.